Yo, what's good, YouTube? Today I want to talk about Deadpool and like what I believe, what I think about him, and what I feel like the player base is going to do with him. So like, yesterday we know that the Dev Talk dropped and the trailers about him dropped and like all his skins and all that. And I've seen a lot of excitement from him, I want to say, and also have seen a lot of like hatred and like anger and why they don't think it will be a good thing about Deadpool being in the game. And how I feel about it, I feel like I'm very like torn about Deadpool and like how his kid is and how his gameplay is and like him being in the game. Don't get me wrong, it's not about Deadpool himself. Deadpool, he's a cool, fun character. It's just the way like how they set him up is in on both sides of the excitement and the hatred. Or the excitement part, I feel that you know he's gonna be a fun character to play. Like he's gonna be great for mainly flex players. You know what I mean? Like me, I'm a big flex player. I played 21 characters, I believe. I played Angela, Bruce Banner slash Hulk. I play Cloak and Dagger. I play Strange. I play Emma. I can play Gambit. I can play Groot. I can play Invisible Woman. I can play Luna. I can kind of play Magic. I can play play Mag a lot. I can play Mr. Fantastic. I can play Moon Knight. I can play Namor. I can play Penny. I can play Rocket. List goes on. Y'all see him. But Deadpool is mainly for flex players, I believe, and people that can fill in the gaps for roles that are missing on team comp. So for that excitement, I feel like that's such a good thing that they're making him three roles. Vanguard, duelist, and strategist. That's one of the best things about it for people who play flex and field. But on that note, I definitely how this player we know how this player base is and how they play the game. You know, some of them, most of them aren't that foolish. I dropped something. Anyways, most of them aren't that their IQ in gaming is just it's not all there at times, and kind of ignorant and unintelligent about how they move and play this game. Especially in comp, like it's ridiculous. Like oh my gosh, I'm still like stuck between Diamond One and GM3. Yeah, I think I'm in Diamond One once again. But back on track. People, they're so like I already said how they are. But with Deadpool, I already know most of this player base is going to be sticking to one role and not playing the other two. People are going to either play tank, not try to heal, or do more damage as a DPS. But as I feel like Deadpool is definitely going to mainly be played as a DPS where they just go in, swinging, shooting, try to get more damage as they can, get the most kills that they can. But the healer inside, they won't even touch trying to give the other teammates heals or try to like take damage as a vanguard slash tank. So that's where the point I feel like where I get what people say, oh this is so bad, this is not good, well I hate this, this is gonna ruin rivals and all that. But I I don't think it's gonna ruin rivals. Like Deadpool, like this, first film being his first film being the kind of character is great because it opens up the door for like more characters that aren't just healers or strategists, or DPS tanks and all that. It opens up the door for people to be more than one and be sent out and do stuff like they do in the comics and movies instead of just playing healer, playing DPS, playing tank, all that. It definitely it offers more versatility in how different other characters can be instead of just playing the same type of gameplay that other characters be that they may play. And what else I want to talk about? I think so this is about it. That's all I want to really say about Deadpool and like what I think about him because I am on the excitement, but I'm also on the side of like this might not be a good idea. Just I'm very much torn in between those two because I know how this player base is and how crazy it can get and how foolish and corny and slew-footed some of this player base is. You know what I mean? Most of this player base is like 80, 90% of this player base is, and how much they just don't like to listen to other teammates. And like, I hate how not foolish. Yeah, they are foolish, but how selfish like most of this player base is. Like people will literally say, "Oh, so and so on the other team is countering you. Can you please switch?" Proceeds to go 1-20. Proceeds to play this character throughout the whole round instead of switching, and then round two comes around and it's just like, "Oh, hey, now I'm gonna switch now. Hey, look, you see I'm switched." It's just like, why couldn't you do that in round one? What was the point of playing this character as we told you that you're not getting any type of value? You're not helping the team out in any type of way. Why are you still playing this character? I just don't understand it. How some people play in this game. But anyways, I'm not gonna go off on a tangent. That's for another day. That's for another day. And I almost just want to talk about Deadpool and what I thought about him. I'm pretty sure this is the first time you'll hear my voice. YouTube video because I mostly post clips. That's the name. But I also stream rivals a lot. So if you are, aren't that good or you just need help, I stream on Twitch. It's ITZ __ Tyler __ play rivals a lot. I think I'm pretty decent at this game. And I feel like I can definitely help people out who genuinely need it and wants to get better and wants to, stop being selfish and wants to help the team out. Because this is a team game. If I need to remind some people, this is a this is a team game, and some of the way this y'all be playing is just straight selfish and sad. But anyways, I think I'm done talking about Deadpool and talking about routes. Thank you everybody who came through. Thank you for watching. Thank you for my subs. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for the feedback in my comments, even though sometimes it's just straight up hatred and derogatory stuff. But yeah, thank you for the positive people that come inside through in my comments, my videos, my clips. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. And yeah, talk to my Twitch. Have a good time. We out.